Hello everyone, welcome back and good evening and welcome to the day 3 of bootcamp on front-end development. Please let me know if I'm live right now and you are able to listen to me carefully and my voice is properly coming to you. Let me know that thing. Perfect. No, class has not started yet. We'll be starting in just next 5 minutes. Let me know if there is any issue with the audio and video of mine. And someone just please add summary of yesterday's class, what we have seen in yesterday's class, what different things that we have seen. I think we have seen the folder structure and all this thing, right? Someone just revise that thing in the chat. Please just add something in the chat, what we have seen in yesterday's lecture. Okay, and then we'll be starting within next 2-3 minutes. I can't create. Yes, you can of course put your errors if you are having any errors or doubts. So I can't create Vite. Yes, okay. Showing my user path to be invalid after creating Vite.next options are not coming. Okay. See, very important thing. You don't need to create next application. You just need to create. See, first command I think is yarn Vite. Create Vite. You need to first of all create the application using Vite and then select the React template, right? And I think there should be no issue. You are audible. Thank you so much. It's 2 p.m. here in Ghana. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon to programming in Tui. Okay. Localhost is showing site can't be reached after deleting those files. Uh, we seen npm yarn about folder structure. Yes. Yeah, we have seen all these things. And can we start from Vite installation? See, I will tell you the steps and you need to follow those steps. Okay, that's what I want from you. Yes, of course, I will tell you one more time how to install this particular application using Vite, and then we can be starting with the session. Perfect. Yarn is not installing. Please check the command once. Command is very simple. npm I or npm install yarn. What error it is actually giving? Better to start 8 p.m. No, our time is fixed actually 7:30. Okay, 7:30 to 8:30. I think this like timing is perfect actually. Right. So we will wait for again few more people to join in into the session. And while you join the session, please like this particular live so that more people will get the notification that we are live right now, and they will also take the advantages of our boot camps. Okay. Apart from that, I think we can get started. Can I use npm instead of yarn? Yes, of course. It depends on you what you want to use. You can go with the yarn. You can go with the npm. It's up to you. Perfect. Why we need to install yarn? So yarn is like a package manager, correct? So for creating the Vite application, React Vite application, you need to install yarn first. Okay. If in yarn package manager, we are having our Vite files. Okay. Very simple thing. So let me go and share my screen first now. I hope my screen is visible to you right now. Perfect. So what I can do meanwhile, okay, so let me just go to my folder that we have created yesterday. In CD music, okay, I'm having one folder by the name to-do list. I will simply open it up using this command code space dot. Perfect. And it will be opened up in my VS Code. Okay, perfect. It is opening over here. And the very next thing I need to run is yarn dev. So I will simply copy this yarn See, very simple command. First, you need to run this particular command, npm install yarn. So yarn will be installed. Okay, and then after running this particular command, you need to run this particular command, yarn create Vite. See, okay. So after that, it will ask you to enter the project name, whatever name you want to give to your project, and then hit enter again. It will ask you which template you want. Whether you want to use React, TypeScript, or React plus TypeScript, or JavaScript. Okay, so go with the React one, React plus JavaScript that we are having. Okay, very simple. And then just hit enter and then run yarn in all of your files and folders will be downloaded, and then just run this particular command, yarn dev. Perfect. And it will start your application on this particular IP. Is a local host. 5173 is the port number. Perfect. So I will go back and we'll run this thing. And do let me know, guys. Okay, sir, it isn't asking those questions. Is how command failing showing my user. Sir, yarn create React app is same as Yas npm create Vite. No, it is not same as that particular command. Yarn and npm are two different package managers actually. Okay, perfect. And like as you can see on my screen right now, there is some part visible. Okay, from where it is coming. So it is coming from my app.jsx file, which is automatically created when I create my folder structure using my yarn Vite. Perfect. So very simple thing. Okay, what command to run localhost? Command for running the localhost is very simple. Let me just close this thing once. What is this coming? Okay, command for running the localhost is yarn dev. Very simple. Okay, perfect. So what I will do, guys, I will go into my app.jsx file, and I will just clean it up. I will delete everything which is present over here. Perfect. And I will try to add one hello world over here instead of writing all those things. Perfect. I will save my code. We'll go back to the browser and see if it is getting reflected over here. So it's taking some time actually. It depends on your laptop speed and all those things. So today, so can you show us both yarn and npm run alternatively? So I cannot show you that thing by running them alternatively. Okay. It will utilize a lot of my disk space, and already I think today there is some lagging actually. Okay. Yeah, I know there is some lagging. What I will do, I will stop my camera as of now. But I think I'm audible to you, right? Yes. And I will share only my screen right now with you. There is some lagging from my side actually today. Okay, perfect. So please let me know once if all the things are clear to you. Like my voice is coming properly. Just let me know once in the chat section, and we will be continuing with the session. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So if we go right now, you can see that my Vite plus React application is reloading, and it's taking some time. I don't know why. What we can do instead, we will okay. Now I think it is updated as of now. If we go back and see, okay, we are getting hello world over here. Perfect. So we are getting hello world. That means, okay, my code is working fine. But you might be thinking, sir, how it is coming to the center of the page, actually, hello world. So actually we are taking this app.css in the consideration. So that's why it is getting applied, but no issues. I will simply remove that one as well. And we'll save this one more time. And now if you see, okay, it is coming to the this particular portion, but don't worry. I will go and remove this index.css file that we don't want as of now. Also this app.css we don't want. Okay, perfect. I will remove this line number 4, and this first number line. Okay. I simply want to teach you today what are components and how we can manipulate in components. Correct. That's all I want. Okay, perfect. So after removing all this file, all this CSS file, now we are just remain with, see, we are having one our main.jx. Okay, yesterday we have seen what is the index.js file, and we have seen like how we can import the React and how we can use React.render method to render different items. Okay, so actually in Vite or in the React versions which are above 18, so we are having this different method for that particular thing, which is create root. Okay, and in create root we are having this particular thing in which we need to take the, what we can say, take this particular root, and this root id is coming from my index.html, which is present over here. You can see that thing, div id equal to root. Okay, very simple. And actually I have attached my index.js main.js file over here in the script tag. Perfect. Right. Okay. So just do one thing. Don't spam present sir in the chat. Okay. I will give you the attendance link at the last of this session. So don't worry about it. Okay. Just listen to me carefully. And now whatever we are going to see, sir, we didn't get the link in the community. Okay. Don't worry. From tomorrow onwards, you will get it. I will tell my team just to upload the link over there. Okay. On daily basis. Perfect. So now our main topic is how React is using components for rendering actually. Okay. See, here in my main.jsx, I am using this particular method, that is create root. Okay, just create one root. And if you can see on line number 18, I am using like this particular application. Okay, for appending what you can say, all this thing into my browsers. Correct. But yes, those who are not added in the community, please fill the attendance form properly, share your WhatsApp number, and of course they will add you. Our team, someone from our team will add you into the WhatsApp group. Perfect. It's not commodity actually, it's community. Okay, no worries. So you can see on line number 8, we are having this app, and from where this app is coming. Okay, you can see on line number 3, I have not imported it. It basically, whenever we install any React project, by default this app.jsx file will come, right? So I'll explain the code in which you have typed on the screen. So actually I haven't typed anything. This is just the main.jsx file. And if you want to understand it line by line, so first line is like import React from React. So this thing we have yesterday seen, like how we are importing React as a module from this particular node modules folder, right? Apart from that, in the second line, we are having React DOM, which we are taking from React DOM/client. Okay, yesterday we are taking it directly. Now we are taking it from React DOM/client folder. Correct. And then we are having application. We are importing it from app.jsx. So see what we have done simply over here. So if you know Node.js, basics of Node.js, basics means like how to create a function and all those things. Not a very high level thing, right? What you need to do, see, there is one function by the name application. Function name is function app. Simply the parenthesis. This is just a normal JavaScript function. Okay. And what it is returning actually? So it is returning HTML. It is returning the HTML. That's why the file extension is .jsx. It is not simple JS. Correct. So it is in the form of JavaScript plus XML. That's why we call this JSX as JavaScript plus XML. That's why we are able to use JavaScript plus HTML together. Very simple thing, right? Okay. Now what I want, see, I have written over here export default app, just because I know there's only one function by the name application. So I am just saying export default app. I know there are not more than one function, so this will work over here, right? Okay. So the part where you wrote in CMD is not working for me. I haven't wrote anything in CMD actually. I have just run the commands over there. Nothing apart from that. Right? Okay. So whatever I will write in my app.jx will get reflect to me over here in my Vite plus React application, if you see. Perfect. And okay, it is giving me the error that okay, failed to resolve this particular index.jsx in and all this thing. Let me check where from where all these things are coming. So for this line, I think this is giving me error because I have removed all index.css file. Now you can see hello world is coming on the top left. Okay, as we have removed every CSS from it. Very simple thing. Okay, coming back to my main.jsx. So whatever I will write inside my app, okay, and for simply taking the import, you just need to write this particular thing inside this bracket. So simply like app, and if you have installed the extension that I've told you, you will get the automatic suggestion. Just write app, a backslash, and close it. Of course, your application, this function app.jsx is automatically exported over there. And now whatever you will write over here, hello world, my name is like say Vikant. Okay, so I will be able to see this line directly over here. Perfect. Whatever I want to enter over here, right? So you might be asking me, sir, let me just write first H1 over here. Right. And let me tell you hello. Sir, why code is written in comment and not shown on inspect? Okay, which code are you asking me? I'm not getting you this particular thing. Okay, so you might be thinking, sir, what is this on line number 3 and line number 5? Okay, so this thing we called as React fragment. Okay, all these things we are calling it as a React fragment. Correct? Are you guys understanding this thing? Correct. Let me just write div instead of it. Perfect. So now if you go to any React application and if you just inspect it, okay, if you just simply inspect it in body, you are having one div root, okay, and inside this div root there is another div which is coming, which is giving me, okay, h1 hello. Very simple. Correct. Now this will cause some problems. Okay, this thing will cause you some problem. Inside my div root, if you see my index.html, I have only written div. There is one div which is having one ID, and rest of the things are coming through my main.jsx file. Okay, and inside this document using this particular DOM method, I am rendering something in my that particular div which is present here in the HTML. Simple. Okay, and what I'm rendering my app. App is what? App is just a component that we have exported from it wherever we have created it, right? And we are simply saying, okay, just add it over here. Very simple. Correct. And now if I just go and just simply remove this react.strict mode actually, I think that will not cause us any kind of error or something like that. It will still work. But still, if you just see in the body, oh, sorry, what we are having div inside div. Don't spam present, sir, only. Okay, if you're having some doubts or anything regarding the session, then tell me. Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, so we are having hello only printed over here, and inside div we are having some another div. Okay, so this might cause me some problems actually when whenever I want to use some grids or flags. At that time, it will cause me some problems. So now what I want, whatever code I will be writing over here, it should be directly get into it should directly get under my root. So for that, what I can do actually, if you just go into main.jsx, if you just remove this lines from over here and just need to keep the empty brackets over here of HTML, just opening tag and just closing tag. Very simple. Perfect. And now if you see inside div root, we are directly having this h1 as hello. Now that extra div is removed. So these empty brackets are actually called as React fragment. So if I have to use this, let's say I'm importing React, and if I use this React fragment over here, guys, over here, correct, if I go back and like pages actually refresh. So this thing we called as React fragment, whatever I have done right now. So using React fragment, you can remove that extra div. Okay, we are removing that extra re-rendering of div actually. What is the importance of strict mode? Okay, so strict mode is like it is not having that much significance while using React, but strict mode will remove the access of code. like it will remove the extra code that you are writing, like comments and all that thing. When you are whenever you are done with the code and you are trying to bundling the code, building the code into one single file, at that time it will remove the extra particular thing. Correct? Okay. Then what you are going to get? Okay, apart from that. Okay. So now see, instead of using React.fragment, if I just simply removed it and keep it empty brackets, okay, opening and closing, it will still work the same way. Okay, if you are writing it or not writing it, but if you just try to write div or any tag over here, it will come inside something like that. But we don't want that things. That's why we'll keep it empty. Very simple thing. Okay. No, strict mode will not render each component twice. We don't want to render every component twice. It will actually it will decrease the speed of my React application. Then what is the use of that? Correct. Okay, perfect. So then the very next thing that I'm gonna discuss over here is that, so let's say inside this function app, what you can do, you can simply say, if you just want to take one variable by the, let's say, company variable name, company is the variable name, and the value I'm giving it is, let's say, DevTown. Perfect. Very simple. Nothing apart from that. Okay. Now, if I want to say, we are learning React with. So if I want to add DevTown over here, I can simply say, okay, I'll write this company, and of course I will be getting DevTown. And if you just go back and see, so we are learning React with company. I'm not getting the actual value of the company variable over here. Correct? I'm not getting the actual value of company over here. And if you just hover over it, it is giving me the thing that, okay, company is declared, but its value is never read. So company is considered as string over here. If we type this into app.js, does it still work? Yes, it will still work. What is export default app? Explain, sir. Of course, yeah. One more time, I will try to explain to it. So export default app basically means, if you have seen how we are able to how we are able to deal with modules in Node and Express.js. I think in the previous bootcamp, Shaurya might taught you this thing, how we are able to export the things from one file to another file. Okay, so this is simple way of exporting a function. Export default app. And why I have written default? Just because I know there is only one function of by the name app, right? If there are multiple functions, then I will be doing something like this, export and something like this, and then again the function name. If I'm having some another function name by the name company, I will be doing something like this. But I know there is only one function, so this thing will work. Export default app. Very simple. Correct. Okay. Sir, could you repeat how to start Vite plus React? Okay, in the end, I will tell you one more time. I think it is enough of time I have explained that particular thing. Perfect. I think Pawan Kumar has already put that thing in the chat section. He might be good with JavaScript. Okay. So our target is to get company name printed in this particular line, and we are getting only company. We are not getting DevTown. I want DevTown to be printed on the screen. So for that, how I can use this is something like this. I just need to use this curly brackets, and inside that I can write any JavaScript code that I want. Very simple. And now if you can see, I'm getting DevTown over here in the output. But how is this working actually? Let me show you that thing in Paint then. How this thing is working actually. Let me take box. Okay, and perfect. And another box I will take. Okay, so what we are having over here, in short, if I have to explain to you, see the outer part, the red part that we are having is of React. Okay, not React actually. It is actually a JavaScript. Correct. Apart from that, if you looked at this particular yellow part, so this is our HTML code. So I am telling you this thing, okay, of how browser will take the code, okay, from the backend. Okay, whenever my code is coming from the backend, so this red part that we are able to see over here, okay, this particular red part is what it is, simply JavaScript. Perfect. Why this font? Perfect. This red part is my JavaScript. Okay, this yellow part is of my HTML, and inside HTML we need to write our JavaScript. Okay, this thing will work something like this, that so we need to enter whatever JavaScript code we want to write in React. Okay, inside my HTML tags we need to wrap it up inside this curly brackets. It will work simply something like this. Correct? Yes. Apart from that, there are different ways to access it. So let's say I want to use it directly without using this curly brackets or something like that. So we are having one concept of template literals in JavaScript. I hope many of you knows this particular thing. Okay. Okay, perfect. So what I can do instead of that, I can simply use this backticks. It's just another way of using this JavaScript variables. I can simply say, okay, use this dollar symbol in front of company, and yes, the sentence is same, and the output is also going to be same. Actually, it is. I don't know why there's an issue is with this. Okay, just so I think we need to take it in this particular manner. Okay, something like this. Perfect. And now I'm getting DevTown, right? Okay. Okay. So the very next thing that I want to say, let's say if I want to add the address as well, or location, or I can say the city name. It is a string, that's why I'm wrapping it up in my double quotes. And let's see if I want to use Bangalore as well with this, and I can say it's situated in. And if I want to, and again read the city name, I can use dollar, this particular curly braces and city. This is a very simple thing. I think those who know JavaScript will understand it very easily. Right. Okay. Simple thing. So next I will show you how you can use date, how you can print date. If you want to use date over here, you can simply say, okay, const date. And these are very simple JavaScript methods actually, nothing apart from that. Okay, so you can simply say new date. Okay, perfect. And okay, after that, if I just try to print date over here, let us see what we are getting in the output. Okay, we'll go back and see. Of course, we are not getting anything actually. Okay, the reason behind that is if we just do console.log over here just to see what my date is giving me in the output. Perfect. Then we can go back and see that in the console. Okay, actually it is showing me a lot of errors. That error occur at h1. We're not able to get the thing. So all this thing actually, see, all this thing, the error that we are having, see, this is the result of date that we are getting, and it is giving us error because this new date will return me an object, correct? And this and my error is that objects are not valid as React child, correct? What does it mean? So if we try to add any object over here, see, this is like this whole application is of React, correct? And in React, if you see the child of React, we can't add objects directly over here. So inside H1, we cannot say we want to print date, and date is what? Date is by default a object, correct? We cannot use it. Very simple thing, right? Now, what I need to do for that? So if I do something like this, to local time string, and now if I try to run this particular code one more time and see, I am getting the exact time. It is 8:00:50 p.m. Okay. So what I have done, these are all the JavaScript methods you can use to local time string, which means it is giving me the time in local time actually. Okay, and string means it is converting the time into the string. Very simple. Correct. Apart from that, actually I encountered the error, but show he already knew and did it the purpose of demonstration. Yeah. Yes, perfect. Guruvir. Yes. That was the only motive. Yeah. Set interval, function, 1000. Okay. All these things are different, of course. If you want to build one, what we can say, see, we haven't seen React hooks as of now. Okay. After learning that thing, you can build your own, what we can say, simple project log of building watch or something like that. Okay, but this is a very important thing. And apart from that, we are having multiple things. So we can, let's say, if you are using two date strings, so I will be getting the date, okay, in this particular format. Apart from that, you can just explore the options. We are having a local string, local time string. If you just say local time string, it will give you the time. Very, very simple thing. Perfect. Okay, so this is about this date. Now we will talk about the React hooks actually. Okay, someone's class notification came on WhatsApp. Why to local? Why to local time string and not to string? See, the very simple thing behind that is if you want to get the time, whatever your system's time is, okay. So it will show you it will simply show you your system's time. Nothing apart from that. It is not taking the time from the universal time zone or something like that. Correct. Whatever time is there on your local system, it will take that thing. Very simple. Sir, tell me good morning and good evening logic. Not. We'll talk about that thing after learning this React hooks. Okay. So now let us talk about React hooks. Okay. React hooks, you can consider it as a soul and heart of React. Okay. They will help you manage the state in React. Okay. So I will do one thing. I will remove this thing and I will directly write one hook and then explain you how it works. So let's say I am writing. Let's say I want to catch one number, so I will say let const number. So the way of writing hooks is something like this. And I will be using this particular what I can say hook, which is use state. Okay, and of course that we need to import. And when I write use state, it will automatically get imported from my React. But you might be thinking like, what is this use state and what are hooks actually? So hooks you can consider as a variable in JavaScript, likewise that we have. Okay, but here my hooks will manage the state of my variable. Okay, and which is my variable over here in line number 4? So variable name is actually number. So number is a what? Number is actually a variable. Okay, and set number is what? So set number is going to be the function using which we can trick this particular number. We can increase the value of number, we can decrease the value of number. Okay, perfect. Apart from that, we are having use state, and in use state we can pass the initial value of this particular variable. It depends on you if you want to pass it any string or any number or something like that. Correct. So date should be var, right? It depends on you if you want to put it var, if you want to put it const, whatever you want. Correct. And I think my screen is not blur. We just need to increase the video quality. Correct. So now, if I wanted to show you the number over here, if I just put it something like this, if we go back, why we are getting the error for det? Oh, I think, yeah, this is the thing. We need to use the square brackets over here. I haven't seen the comment section. Okay, perfect. And yes, I am getting 0 in the output. Correct. Sir, why not? Yes, of course. It is very simple thing. We need to use square bracket over here. Actually, it was from my side, my mistake. So yeah, it's resolved now. So simply I am just printing number over here using this particular use state hook. So use state hook will store the state of my application. Correct. Store the state of my variable actually, not the application. It will store the state of my variable. Very, very simple. Correct. Now what I want actually, I will take one HTML element button. Correct. And I will say I want to, let's say, increase the value of this particular number whenever I clicked on this particular number. So if you can see, we are having one button increment. I'm clicking on it, and I'm not getting anything over here. Correct. Okay. Sir, can you give me little summary what is just going? I think you have joined the class late. We are learning hooks. Okay. Now the very simple thing that I can do over here is, see, in this button I can write, I can simply say, I can run this particular what you can say event on click. So if you know JavaScript and you are already familiar with this JavaScript event, you know what does it mean by on click. Correct. Very simple. So I can say simply set number. Or sorry, I can use simply one callback. I can just set number. See, and what my set number will take, it will take the initial value of my number, whatever it is there currently, it is stored, correct? And I will increase the value of that particular number by one. Correct. Yes, Pawan Kumar. It is as same as that you have written in the chat. Document dot create element by ID, and you can add event listener, or if you want to use it directly in the HTML, you can say, okay, on click run this particular function. It is as simple as that. And okay, and as you can see, if I click on increment, the values are increasing one by one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like this. Correct. Yes, of course, Gurveer, you have entered it perfect, right? Okay, so that's the way actually, and how it is working. So what I have done actually, so I have called one callback, okay, which is in short calling this particular number set number, okay, and I am taking the actual number whatever it is present at the current time. By default, it is 0 that I have added, and simply I am just using this particular plus button to add one extra number to it. Correct. Okay, very simple. Yes, I can use plus one or plus plus increment operator. Very, very simple thing. Correct. Apart from that, you might be saying, sir, can you just create one more button for decrement as well? That also we can do. I'll simply copy paste that thing and just need to change this particular symbol from plus to minus. And you can see, oh, I think also need to change this spelling. Okay, first above is for decrement and below is for increment, and below, like in between, we are having numbers. So if we just do decrement, it will go -1, -2, or something like that. Correct. And we can do increment by just clicking on increment. Very simple thing. Okay. On click works on anything or just the button? Yes, on click will work on anything, on any valid HTML tag. Correct. On any valid HTML tag, it will work. Yes, but this time it is in decrement. Of course, very simple thing. Right. Apart from that, now you might be thinking that, okay, so you might be thinking that if my values goes about 10, I don't want to use or increment this button anymore. I don't want to increment the value anymore. I just want it to get limited till 10. Right. I just get okay. So for that, what you can do? Okay, so now we already know that if we want to use JavaScript inside HTML, you need to use this particular curly brackets. Very simple, very simple. So if I am just saying number is equal to 10, then what we need to do? Two things we can do using this ternary operator. I think you might know this thing. I just print any variable just to show you how these things are working. Oh, sorry, that is not the case. Okay, so are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? So if we want to disable that particular button as soon as my number reaches the value of 10, I don't want to increase the value of number apart like above 10. Correct? So for that, what we can do, guys, very simple. We need to use the conditional rendering. Correct? We need to use the conditional rendering. Apart from that, we also have this property of disable the button. Very simple. Correct. And that property is gonna be used as something like this. Let's say we want to disable, and I can say okay, true, something like this. I can say if I go back to my project, you can see this particular button is disabled. Increment button is totally disabled right now. Perfect. So in this way, you can also disable this particular button. Yes, and also you can use this conditional rendering over here. Okay, when you want to what I can say disable this particular button, when you don't want to disable this particular button, very simple, right? Correct. And this conditional rendering part we will see in tomorrow's session. Correct. In tomorrow's session, what we are going to cover actually, we are going to cover use effect hook, conditional rendering. Okay. Apart from that, we will also see how to render the list in React. Okay, with the help of arrays that we are going to see, array of objects. All these things are there. Perfect. Okay. So I think this is sufficient for today's session. So I have to go somewhere outside. So that's why we are wrapping it up earlier. Okay. Do you guys have any doubt in today's session? Can just let me know. If you're having any doubts regarding today's session, what is use state zero? I will show you. So use state zero simply means what? See, so whenever you are creating any state, see, I have created one variable named number, and we are storing it in use state. Use state is what? Use state is a hook, and zero is what? So zero is the initial value of my number. So in very simple terms, you can understand it like something like this. So if I have to define simple number, I will be saying const number equal to zero. Okay. So it means something like this. Perfect. Okay. I think now your doubt is resolved, right? Perfect. Yes, you can also do plus plus, minus minus operators, of course. Okay, perfect. Now I will do one thing. I will share today's attendance link with you. You can fill it out, and tomorrow we'll see this use effect hook and many more things. Okay, perfect. Just give me. I've added attendance link in the chat section. Make sure everyone is filling it out. Okay. I've added the chat section. Please make sure everyone is filling it out. And tomorrow also we'll do one very small project on creating one simple clock which will work properly. Okay. Sir, could you tell me how this is working from app.js to index.html? I think this thing I have already explained. Actually, I'm in. Let me just share to these things to you in very simple manner, and then I will just end up this particular session. Okay, perfect. So see, this is my simple function with the name app. Okay, and this is the things that I'm returning from this particular function. Simple. And I'm exporting this function. Okay, and here in main dot JSX, I'm importing this particular function, right? And this line number 5 that we have seen yesterday only, how we are able to add all of my code, whatever I am writing in main.jsx into my index.html. See, for that, which method is used over here? React dom.create root. So it is gonna create one root. Okay, and by targeting my root div over here by using simple dom, okay, I'm rendering my app over here. Very simple in my index.html. Okay, as you can see, I'm having one div with id root, and through my main.jx, I'm rendering my app over here. Very simple. Correct. So that is what we are doing. I hope you are able to understand it right now. Correct. And let me add this attendance one more time. Okay, so I have added attendance link in the chat section. Make sure everyone is filling it out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, my video is very poor. Actually, I think so. My net is not properly working today, so don't worry. Tomorrow it will be fine. And yeah, we'll see you today, tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Good night.